You might have created the most amazing and detailed study schedule, but when it comes down to actually studying, you're doing everything and anything but that. You might not feel motivated, or you just want to binge watch Netflix, which I totally understand. But you might blame the fact that you're not feeling motivated. But just so you know, motivation is temporary. What you need to build is discipline. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some things you can do to discipline yourself and study more. Have you ever heard the phrase, clear space, clear mind? In reality, this saying is true. The more clutter you see, the more easily you might find yourself being distracted. For me specifically, a messy workspace makes me stressed out and constantly overwhelmed. Once I clear my space and decorate it based on my preferences, I find that I actually want to sit down and study. So it's important to make a clear and comfortable study space so you're less stressed out and want to study. Something that I love doing is making motivation and vision boards. I like to print out motivational quotes and pictures of where I want to be at in the future. It really helps me see my goals and work harder for them. On the days I feel unmotivated or feel like I'll never be able to reach my goals, I look at my board and know that I will be able to make it there if I put in the effort and the hard work. So take time and make a motivational board, wall, or even a collage so it can be there to give you some moral support on your off days. You may or may not have heard of the pomodoro study technique. Basically, you study for 25-minute sessions and take 5-minute breaks in between. Ever since I started using this technique, I found myself more productive in studying and less overwhelmed. I highly recommend trying out this technique, even if it's just one time. My next tip is to make studying fun instead of making it feel like a chore. Who said we have to study with a textbook 24 hours a day? Literally no one. Unless you're trying to reach a certain level fast or study for the TOEIC exam, you should have fun with studying every now and then. If you like K-pop, take your favorite group and watch videos or annotate their songs. If you're a K-drama fan, use Vicky's learning tool to study with your favorite series. There are so many options to make learning a language fun and engaging. So if the reason why you haven't been studying is that you just don't want to crack out that textbook, we can easily fix this problem by replacing that boring textbook with things you like and enjoy. If you're trying to convince yourself not to study, I suggest using the 5-second rule. Basically, you count down from 5, and once you get to 1, you get up and start studying. This is a psychological trick to get yourself to do something, and 4 out of 5 times for me, this trick works. Since my brain doesn't have enough time in that 5 seconds to talk me out of doing my test, by the time I get to 1, I have more of a want to actually start studying and get things done. Say you've been using the 5-second rule and it's been working for you. It's now time to make studying a habit. It takes about 18 days minimum to build a new habit. So, for 18 days, study for at least 15 minutes a day. Once you build the habit of actually studying, you can increase the time for your preferences. What's important this time around is to work on the act of studying every day, even if it's for a short amount of time. Another thing that might get you to study is finding a study buddy. This way, you and your study partner can keep each other accountable and productive. And it's always fun studying with a friend. I personally enjoy it. If you have friends who are studying Korean also, I would totally give this a try. This was a short video, but I really hope you can at least take one of these tips and better your Korean study routine. And remember that motivation is temporary, so be careful not to rely on it. But when it's there, take advantage of it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!